Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text, we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. This is for the 20th Sunday after Pentecost or Reformation Sunday. And we're looking at, so it's either Luke 18 or we're looking at the Romans text. So Luke 18 is the 20th Sunday after Pentecost text, and then the Romans is for Reformation. But we're both of them, we're talking about being made holy, being made righteous, that it's not something we do by ourselves. It's not something we can do by ourselves. We cannot work ourselves into being holy. We just work ourselves into being tired. That God has done that for us through Jesus Christ, and it's not based on our works. It's based on who is working with and on us for the bettering of the world as we feed the world. So, looking at that we are being used by God. God makes us better, and God makes us holy. I'm watching the language. He makes us better, and I think that we could use that word, but I need to define it, what I mean by better. So I'm going to holy, set apart for a purpose, and our purpose is to feed the world through our actions and through the Christ that we are as we come together, as we make the body of Christ. As Martin Luther would say, we are Christ's with and without the apostrophe. So we belong to Christ, and then for the world we are Christ. So the items I'm using are either a loaf of bread or a cake mix. You could possibly even make a cake and then afterwards serve it at your fellowship hour or coffee hour. But the idea of the cake mix and the bread is that the bread or the cake mix didn't make themselves. They're there. And like the cake mix, the idea is that you got the cake mix and then more stuff has to go into it. But the thing is the cake mix can't make itself. It's like the lost coin, or the lost coin specifically, is that the coin can't find itself. It has to be found, and it is found in Jesus. The cake mix and the bread, the idea that in this, they cannot make themselves. It is the hands of the Creator, it's the hands of the baker that makes these. And then the beautiful part about the bread and the beautiful part about the cake is that it then feeds the world, feeds the other, feeds the neighbor. And our whole purpose about being made is to reach out to others. And we do that because we have been made, not to be made. It's not, we don't reach out so that all of a sudden we become a cake. Or I don't reach out all of a sudden because that's what makes me a Christian. No, I'm reaching out because I believe that's what I am called to do as a Christian. And so it's not about works. It's all about we've been freed in grace, and so that we can serve the neighbor. So using a cake mix or a loaf of bread. And if you use a loaf of bread, use that for your communion. Use that to celebrate and break the bread, and use that. So there's ways, either way, using a cake or using a loaf of bread, tie it back in to the service and about how then we are fed and sent out into the world. All right, so I hope that can be a springboard for your own thinking. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a fantastic week.